morning, students. Am I audible?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. So, students, all of you have submitted your assignment, which was given in the first class, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
In the last week, we are not able to take your classes because of some network issue. So basically in this week, that is in this week, we are going to give you some basic idea how to use actually Linux, because you are going to do all of your programs, or in future when you will come to the college, you will use the Linux operating system only. So for that reason, you should know some basic commands which is used, okay, to operate in the Linux operating system. There are so many commands basically, okay, but we are not going to study all the commands, because all the commands will not require for our like daily uses or for our study purposes. So basically we are going to study some commands which will be used for executing our like C program, as well as for some basic tasks like for creating any file, for deleting any file, okay, for removing, for copy, for moving, etc., etc. Okay, so basically as I told you in the first class or in the second class also, that you can install Linux in your laptop. If you are now planning to purchase a laptop, so you can install Linux, or if you have already a laptop, also you can install Linux. But if it is not suitable for you now, for like installing the Linux operating system, or you don't have any laptop, that time also you can do your work in Linux operating system by using the online platform. There is one Linux operating system which is provided in online, named as JS Linux, by which you can do your work. Okay, so just wait for 1 minute. I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so see, I am just refreshing this page. See here, the name of this Linux kernel is JS Linux. You can see here, and you can see here, this is an like online platform which we are going to use. Okay, so basically if you don't have the Linux operating system or any laptop, you can do it in your mobile phone also. Okay, the link I will provide you, okay, after the session, after the class, I will give you the link so that also you can do your work. So here you can see a black screen appears, okay, and here it writes as loading, welcome to Fedora 29. Means the name of this Linux operating system is Fedora. Okay, as in the first class I discussed that there are some distributors of Linux. So the name of this distributor is Fedora. Now the thing is that what do you want to do? Okay, so basically we are going to use some basic commands which we are going to use, okay, in our day-to-day life for running our C program as well as for the other tasks. So see, this is the PDF file, okay, and or you can say this is the tutorial sheet which I'm going to provide you. In this PDF file, there are some commands. See, there are approximately 30 commands, 30 to 35 commands, which we are going to use. So first of all, I am starting from the very first command. This is known as pwd. Okay, so write pwd. So what is the meaning of pwd? Pwd meaning is present working directory. Okay, like in Windows. In Windows, we are working in some folder. For example, there is like my computer, or there is one folder as my documents, and you can go to my documents, and there is one file by your name. You can click on that. So basically where you are, or you can say what is the path, my documents, and then your file. Like that also in Linux, there are some folders. Okay, but in Linux, we did not call them as folders. What we call them as directories. Okay, so the meaning of PWD is present working directory. Means this command will show us the path of the directory where we are now. Means presently we are working in which directory, this command will give that. So just write PWD, press enter. So what is shown here? /root. Why? Because now we are working under root, because this is online platform, and here we did not create any folder, any files, or here we did not go to any particular file. So here what it is shown, /root, means presently we are in under root. Okay, so this is the first command. Next, there are other commands. See, there are some other commands to know what are the files available. Means, for example, there are some free files. Means you can see by ls. ls means list. Means we are going to list the files which are present. Just press enter and see. There is two files, bench.py and hello.c. Okay, these two files is already there, is already in the online Linux platform. We did not create it. Okay, that's why these only two files is shown. So you can see it by ls, but by using this ls, you can't see the hidden files. I think all of you know about the hidden files. In Windows also, there are some files which is hidden. Means which you can't see by unhidden it. Means it is basically hidden. You can provide like some password or hidden by yourself. Then you can again by giving the password see it. So if we want to also see the hidden files, then we can write ls means list minus a. Press enter. Now see. Now bench.py and hello.cc is already present. Other than that, all the files which is hidden is also shown. Okay, means by using ls minus a, we can see all the hidden as well as non-hidden files. But by using ls, we can see only the non-hidden files. Okay. Now there are other commands. See, mkdir and rmdir. What is the use of mkdir? For example, if in Windows, okay, if you are using Windows operating system and you want to create a file, what you will do? Just right click and click a new folder. Means if you want to create a folder, right click and create a new folder. Then if you want to create a file, you can create any Word document, PDF file, image, whatever. But in Linux, if you want to create a folder or directory, you should use mkdir. mkdir. What is the meaning of mkdir? Making directory. Now, by this command, we can create a new directory or a folder. So, for example, we want to give the name XYZ. Okay. By using this command, what we will do? We will create a new directory or folder whose name is XYZ. Now press enter. Okay. Now the file is created. Now we have to check it. How we'll check? By using the ls command. ls enter. See, XYZ is created. And by using this command, we have created the XYZ file, means folder. Now just give ls and the file is created. Okay. Now, if you want to remove or delete this folder, then how can you delete? rm RMDIR. RMDIR, then you have to give what? The name of the folder, X, Y, Z, and press enter. Now again check ls. Now how we check? By using the ls command. Press enter. See, the folder has been deleted. Okay, so see, use the mkdir command when you need to create a folder. Okay, so mkdir xyz and then rmdir to delete a directory. But just remember one thing, if you want to delete the blank folder, means here we created the xyz folder which was blank, means in that xyz folder there was no file, so we can delete it by using this rmdir, right? But if the file is not empty, folder is not empty, means if in this folder there are some files, one file or multiple files, then you have to use rm command. Okay, so let's check it. So for that, again we are going to create the folder. So mkdir abc. Okay, means first of all we are creating one folder. Press enter. Let's check ls. abc is created. Now what do we want? We want to create some files in abc. That's why, that means you have to go to abc. Then how you will go to abc? cd. What is the meaning of this cd? The meaning of cd is changing directory. Okay, what is the reason? Because now we want to change our directory. We want to change our directory from root to abc. Okay, means after going under abc, then only we can create files in it. So we are changing cd abc. Press enter. Now just see the path. You can notice here it's root @localhost abc. Before that, what was there? Root @localhost and root. That time we was under root. Now here we are under abc. Okay, see. Now there is one command named as touch. Okay, what is the use of touch? Touch command is basically used for creating any file with extension. In the first class also, I told you, that every file has some extension. So whenever we are going to work with any file, or we are going to program, okay, then we have to give the proper extension. So here another command is touch. Touch, for example, now small abc dot txt. So by using this touch command, we are creating one text file whose name is abc, right? .txt means the file is a text file. Press enter. Okay, means this file has been created. Now let's check it. ls. Okay, now again what we did, we give ls. Why ls? Because we want to check if the file is present or not. So after giving ls, we find that yes, there is one file abc.txt. Okay, now what we want? We want to delete this abc folder. Okay, because by using this rmdir command, what we did? We delete the folder which was empty. Now what we want? Now we want to delete the folder which is not empty. That's why we have to just go back to the root directory. Okay, so cd space dot dot. cd space dot dot means cd means changing directory, then space dot dot means we are going to the root. Okay, because previous of abc, what was there? Root. So cd space dot dot, press enter. Now where we are? We are in root. Okay. Now rm dir abc. Now what we give? rm dir abc means here we are telling that remove the directory whose name is abc. But here what is given? Failed to remove abc. What is the reason? Directory not empty. Okay, as I told you, if the directory is empty, then only you can remove by the rmdir directory or rmdir command. But now the abc folder or the directory is not empty, so you have to delete the directory by which command? Rm. See, rm. Okay. Now let's check. rm rm minus r abc. Now if you want to delete the directory with the files, you have to give rm minus r abc. Now again check ls. See, the file is deleted because bench.py and hello.c was already there, but abc file is not there because it is deleted by using the rm minus r command. Okay. See, now there is another command, clear. Okay, clear. By using this clear command, you can clear the screen which is visible to you, but it is not actually cleared. Okay. See, here clear means we cleared the screen. Now, okay. So next there is another command, man. Man means manual. Okay. So type man. Man. For example, cd. Man means manual. So basically this command will load the manual page of the cd command. Means if you did not know more about any command, for example, I told you that cd is for changing directory. Okay. And other than that, you don't know nothing about cd command, but you want to know in detail of the cd command. So you can simply write man space cd. Okay. So that what you will do, you will just know about the cd command. So press enter. Just wait, it is taking some time because it is loading the manual page. Okay. See, this is the manual page of cd command. So here you can if you want to know in detail of cd, then you can just see name, bash built-in commands. So now by reading these things, maybe you are not going to get the whole idea about everything. Okay, but just for now know that man command is basically used for loading the manual page of any command. So here you can see manual page cd1 line 1, press H for help or Q to quit. So if you want to quit from the manual page, you can simply press Q. See, after pressing the Q, we just exit from the manual page, and again we came to the root location. So again we are clearing the screen, clear. Okay. Now there is another command, cat. Okay. cat command is basically used to display the contents of any file. For example, just list. There is two files, hello.c and bench.py. But we don't know what this file contains. Okay, means what is written in that file. So you can simply write cat, C-A-T, cat hello.c. Means by using this command, we can see the whole contents of hello.c file. Always remember, whenever you are going to give the file name, give the full name, means with the dot extension. With the extension, okay? So now just press enter. See, just look at this. By giving this cat command here, we are just viewing or seeing the contents of this file. This is a C file, and here some code is written. Okay. Then there are other commands like sudo command. Sudo command is basically used for super user do. Okay. Then there are some df command. You can just check here df. See, df command is basically used to check the disk space. Okay, what is the disk space? Like you can see here, file system, 1K blocks, how many are used, okay, how many are available, okay, what percentage of used, mounted on, like that. So these are some df command or sudo command, du command. These are basically used for know more about the Linux kernel. Okay, see, sudo, df, du. There are other commands like zip and unzip. Okay, for example, in Windows also we can compress any file. If you have any document and you want to send it by email, you can compress. Okay, so basically we are zipping or unzipping. In Linux also, by using this zip command, you can zip one file, and by unzip you can extract file. Okay, then there are some commands uname. The use uname to show the information about the system your Linux is running. Okay, you can check uname. Uname, press enter. Linux. Which operating system we are using? We are using the Linux operating system. That's why it is showing that Linux. Okay, means the username. Then there are some other commands. Chmod. Okay, chmod is a special command which is basically used for changing the mode. Changing the mode means in Windows, what we can do, if Windows there is no password is given or nothing is set, anyone just log in your laptop or computer and do whatever they want to do. Like they can create any file, they can delete any file, they can write any file. If there is a Word file already in Windows, they can simply like add new something, or they can remove something, like that. Means there was we can't say like we did not set any permission for particular any file. But in Linux, there is one command which is known as chmod. Chmod command is basically used for setting the permission of any file. Like there are three type of permission. Okay, one is read, okay, one is write, and one is execute. What is the meaning of read? If you give the permission to read only, then what anyone can do, he or she can just read. Okay, if you give the permission write, that means he or she can read as well as write. Okay, without reading, how can he write? So obviously read and write both is present. And if you give anyone permission of execution, okay, then maybe it may happen you did not give the permission of read or write, but you give the permission to only execute. It may happen. Or you can give the permission of read, write, and execute. Okay, or one of them, two of them, or both of them. So there is three type of permission: read, write, and execute. So for that thing, there are some numbers. Like you can see here, this is 7. Okay, so some numbers are there. 7 is for like all the permissions. Yes, read, write, execute. Okay, but 7 is meaning that this file have all the permission. So for checking this, how many numbers are there, just do one thing. I am uploading this file also. After that, just search by yourself that what are the numbers, because there is the range of the number is from 0 to 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and each number has one significance. So just check it. Then there is other commands, host name. You can just type host name. What is the host name? Host name command is basically showing us the name of the host. So host name is localhost. See, this is what localhost. So this is showing the host name. Then there are some other commands which is basically related to networking terms or internet, like ifconfig. Like if we are using any internet connection or on that, then these commands are basically used for checking the internet connection and all that. So if config is for IP and physical address. You can check if config. See, after giving this if config, there are something is showing. What is showing? Flag. This is broadcast, running, multicast. See, every information is given here. It is based on this online platform only. Okay, means whenever you are going to work on your personal like computer or laptop, then maybe these informations may be different. Why? Because everyone is working on their own platform, but here this is online, so all the information will be same for all the students. So here there are some like now you are not going to understand each of these terms, because these terms are basically related to internet. Okay, so as because now you're in first year, all the things you are not going to understand, but just remember that yes, if config is basically used for showing the IP as well as the physical address. Okay, ls cpu is basically show the hardware parts. Okay, then there are some other files like cat, mproc, then clear, which I already told. There is another date. Date. Date command will show us the today's date. So what is the date? Monday, June 21, and it will show the present time also. What is the present time? 9:39 and 16 seconds. Whenever it was displayed, then the second was 16. And what is the calendar? 2021. Okay. This is for show date. There is another one. Then there is another command, exit. Exit is used for logout. Means till now what we have done is just removed, and now another new thing is just appears. This is same as like refresh and exit. Okay, so you can also refresh this page if you want a fresh start, or if you want a fresh start also you can use the exit command. Exit command is just logout. Means in Windows also, if you shut down your system or just log out or switch from one user to another user, then also log out. So same thing. Okay, so see, in this PDF file there are 30 to 35 commands, I think, all total. So most of them already I displayed you by working on that, and I think all of you get some idea. Now, what is your task? I am going to upload this whole PDF file. First of all, your task is that just read these things. Means there are some description of Linux operating system as well as what is shell and terminal. just read it and read all the commands first. All the commands and what is the description written, just read it. After that, try to work on it. Okay, from the starting, from the very basic, just start to work on it, each and every one. Because if you work by yourself, then only you can get any idea how these commands are working. Okay, and for this JS Linux, I am just uploading or sending the link in your chat section so that all of you can work on it. Okay, it will open in your mobiles as well as in your desktop, laptop, whatever is available to you. Okay, so I'm just uploading, just wait. Okay, students, I already shared the link of this JS Linux in the chat section of this meeting. So just copy the link from that chat section and try to open it in your mobile phones as well as in computer. Also, I have uploaded this PDF file. So just check it, is it uploaded or not, and let me know. And for your assignment, there is what you have to do. So as you did in your last week assignment, you have to just write the commands, okay, in copy in any sheet which is available to you, any A4 sheet or whatever. Just write the commands. For example, just heading 1 PWD. So just in your own words, in one line or two line, whatever is required for you, just write in your own words what this command does. Okay, like 1.pwd, this command will show the present working directory. Like that. Second, like cd command, what cd command will do? Cd command will change the directory. Okay, like that. Also, you can give one example. Like if you are writing the cd command, then you can give one example like cd abc, means by using this command we are going to the abc folder or the directory, like that. So your task is to first of all just execute each and every command, right? And after that, after executing all the commands successfully and after understanding all the commands, you have to write each and every command with its proper description with one example. Then you know what to do. Just click the images and upload the PDF file. You have time of 1 week. Okay. Now just check if the assignment is uploaded or not and let me know.